What is going on, all my stashers? Thank you guys for joining me back here again for another episode of the NFT Beat.
Another week, another stream. How goes it?
It's been a little while since me and you have been together, man. I feel like it's been too long, Bozak.
It's a love and hate kind of thing because it's like makes me miss you even more, and it makes.
All right, so let's move on to our next piece here that we're going to talk about a little bit. Is Ubisoft is been one of the leaders when it comes to NFTs and gaming. They were one of the first major companies that was testing these things like years ago, and a lot of people don't know that. But I feel like they've done it successfully. But their most recent foray, saying that hey, we're gonna put some NFTs, free ones that you can earn by playing Ghost Recon, and jump into it. And they got so much hate, and I'm like, why? They're not selling these things. They're free. They're just kind of different, cool. Like all you gotta do is just play like you were already playing, anyways. It's not like they made it. It's not like, oh, this is like a crazy gun that was super powerful. It was just skins, right? But what has happened here basically is what they've done is, they've essentially said, hey, they had a lot of enthusiasm for NFTs, but after they've received a lot of pushback on their project, which they call Quartz, was that kind of first testing round, they say they've kind of cooled the rhetoric behind the company's NFT gaming project, and they know that they're really just in research mode right now. So they're kind of rolling back, where they put this out there and they actually did a system, and now they're like, well, we're gonna bring it back down to research here. And so they say we're testing ground with some games, and we'll see if they really answer the players' needs, but we are still in research mode, I would say. And this is coming from I think they're from their CEOs. This guy, yeah, CEO. So I don't know. I'm kind of disappointed about this, man. I will say that, I really love the fact that Ubisoft was taking the lead there, and, to see them kind of rolling it back just because they got some flack early on because they were the leader in doing this in the mainstream. I mean, grow some balls, man. I don't get it. I don't get it. Is it because they're French? I'm just kidding.
I think it's just regulations. We need regulations for businesses like this to keep experimenting, dude. They did what they could do as far as they could go. I'm sure all this is red tape and the legal department, hitting the brakes, from the back seat. Unfortunately, this could take a decade, right? But this is an opportunity for independent companies to flip paradigms and become the next Ubisoft. You're just going to have to dial it or figure out how to do it in ways that won't have to worry about the regulations that will be enforced. I think they're probably worried about if they go any farther, they won't be grandfathered out of any recourses, legal action. So if they stop now, whatever it happens, they'll probably be forgiven for, like most businesses are when they're experimenting, and then they start to do it the right way through the regulation route, right? So I think they just wanted to go through this, learn what they could, do what they could do, make a name, and then when it is okay and safe to play in the space again, they'll know what they're doing when they're allowed to do it. But unfortunately, I think this is a whole legal issue with regulations just not being in the space.
But like I said, I'm a little disappointed in Ubisoft. I'd like to see them grow a little bit of a larger pair of balls here and just keep going, man, and say, hey, I know we're taking some blowback. We believe in this. We know this is the future. And because they basically were just kind of saying like, well, we were just kind of bad at like really conveying to you guys that all we're really doing is just research, and that we're not really, but they say they should have had, we're working on it, and when they have something that gives a real benefit, we'll bring it to you. And I kind of feel like that's a slight, like, the fact that they people could earn assets for free in their game that they owned, and then they could then go trade them outside of the game if they wanted to. I mean, that's like the ultimate use case for NFTs in gaming. So I felt like that did bring a good benefit. I mean, it was a little carrot of just kind of showing you what was possible. So I don't know. I'm a little disappointed. That's all I gotta say.
So like for me, I feel like that's like a gas screen or smoke screen they're hiding behind. They don't want to raise awareness to the fact that they're worried about regulations, because that will probably be Exhibit A if there ever is a case against them. Like, you knew what you were doing, you acknowledged it right here in this article. Like, they can't acknowledge it. Like you can't say sorry when you're at work, because that's admission to guilt.
Right, but I mean, they didn't do this with loot boxes, so this had. I mean, they're giving away NFTs. I mean, it wasn't like there was no. I don't see like that breaking regulations in any kind of way. Like you're just, it's not. It's not even like it's not a giveaway. It's not like a contest where only a couple people got it. It was like, hey, you played, and this happens all the time. You go in for a special event or a game that has a new DLC that launches, and they say, hey, for a limited time, go play the game and complete these 5 missions, and then you get these cool, rare, limited skins that you can only get right now. It's the exact same damn thing, man. That's exactly what they did. It just happened to be that they had NFT technology attached to them.
Well, it's just the transferability of it, right? Now you can transfer those skins, either sell them,
right.
gift them.
We already have that with other games, and not Ubisoft games. You're right. So that is the thing, for sure. But like we see that with CS:GO, you can trade skins and things like that. So that might have been. I mean, maybe it does. Maybe you're right. Maybe it comes down to just the fact that they could trade it off of the marketplace, and they found that being the issue, and they don't necessarily want to say that. But either way, Ubisoft has gone soft on NFTs at this point, and they're going right back into that kind of mode. So there we go. That's what we're doing, and that was the NFT beat, guys. Thank you guys so much again. From me and our Mr. Kozak, Mr. Bozak co-host. He's the Kozak. Host.
Kozak, I like Kozak.
We had so much fun with you guys.
Give you my rap name.
Love. We'll definitely see you guys again next week. Make sure you stay tuned for all the live streams we got coming up the rest of this week. But that is it and all for us. We are. Oh, is it? Oh, it's not doing it. Damn it! I was like, I had the special link. All right,
there we go.
Hey! All right, we'll see you guys next week.
Have a week.